lengthen taller, breathe, exhale, shoulders go. All right, hold this active. We'll take the shoulders around and down, and roll, and down, round, and down, and roll, and down. Single arm, breathing in, flare the side open, open up the ribs, exhale to the back. And in, scoop, and away. One more each side, breathing in, and away, and up, reaching tall, and away. We're just going to sink down with these knees. We have the ball connected. We're just doing a little squeeze of the ball, and we're going to get that focus through the inner thigh. I'm going to feel that pelvic floor. I'm going to close and draw it in. So we're going to exhale. We're going to squeeze the ball. Feel the inner thigh working. Draw up through the pelvic floor, and then release and breathe. Again, exhale, squeeze. Everything closing, coming into midline, and release. Again, exhale, squeeze. Pelvic floor cues today, you can pick the one that works well for you, and release. Sometimes it's literally just that feeling of holding in a fart and holding in a wee, or you can wink your back passage and zip forward. That works quite well for some. And release. And bringing the two sides together of an elevator door, and then coming up to the first floor, and release. Well done. We're actually going to grab the ball, we're going to bring it up, just a gentle squeeze between the hands to close the circuit. Push down through the standing leg to release the knee. We'll do 5 lifts. 4, 3, stay tall, 2, and 1. Other side, pushing down to lift. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Back to the first side. This could go well. It may not. We're going to try. We're going to float the knee, and I want you to catch the ball and low. Lift. Low. 3 more. Up. 2. And 1. Also another side. Pushing down to release. Up. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Well done. Up to the side of the body. Nice extension and reach. We're going to cross and tap in front, and then we release it out. On toe can touch the floor, or you can try to hover it above the mat, even if it's each second one, but the floor's there if you need it. Four to go. Done. To the other side, reaching it out and extend, feeling long through the center, and cross in front, and then reach long. 4 to go again. 2, nearly there. 3, 4. Last time with the ball before we do our squats challenge. We're going to take it underneath the knee and underneath the other knee and lift that knee. Lift, lift, lift. Fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Pop the ball down somewhere. So we'll work through those squats. We'll do the same pattern that we did last week. Feet starting nicely aligned underneath our hips. And a nice simple reaching forward, sitting back with the hips, and then coming back in, drawing the elbows but straighten the legs. And reach. In. Crackle, crackle.
Is it waiting away?
2 more. Well done. Hands on hips. We do a little knee bounce and we come to the side with a kick. Down, other side. Kick. Down. Kick. Down. And 4, 3, 2, 2, and 1. We take it wider. Check the tracking of your knees. Knees heading out over those toes. Sometimes using your hands and just giving a little push to get width through the knees can help keep its alignment. Hands together, keeping ourselves balanced, scooping through center, and we'll lower. So you can just lower down as much as you like, or you can even just do a wee dip. Knees wide. Keep pushing them back out over those toes. 2, and 1. We take them into a squat, lunges. So we're going to turn sideways. Last week we didn't do it on the mats. The mats are going to make you have your balance challenged a little more. So if you do get the speed wobbles, come onto the hard floor beside you. Make sure that the feet are in line with your hip lights, not in a single line. Okay, so it's far more challenging. So we'll try and keep that hip width apart distance. We're going to lower the knees as much as you want, and then we're up to straighten. So we'll dip and up. To the other side. So again, keeping that gap between our knees, take a breath. Feel free to use your arms a bit more like a helicopter, or use the wall if you need. Last one. Well done. Now, the mats don't move, so we can stay on the mats if you want to, or you can come forward off your mats if we want to do our wee jumps, so your choice. With our feet, we're going to go wide and in. And in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to do our quarter turn. So use your hands for a wee scoop and turn and quarter. And quarter, quarter, reverse it, other way. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more circle. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands are at the ready. We dip. We cross across the body, elbow to knee, and dip. Across. Down. Down. Two more. Well done. Hands on the hips. Sink it low. We're doing our pulses. We're going to raise one heel. Slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Changing feet. Opposite heel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we've got a back kick. We're going to lower and then kick that leg behind. And swish back. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Easy. Well done. Okay, we're going to take the ball. Bring ourselves down onto the floor. Pop the ball between your knees. And just making sure for set up this time, we need to reach the fingers behind our head. And when you've got the ball in your hand, it does make it quite long. So just check that length. Ball between the knees will set up as per normal. Get the length through the back of the neck. Tuck your shoulder blades underneath the chest. We're open wide across our shoulders. Lift up the hips. Place them further from the shoulders so we already have the length. Check on those hip lights. Make sure they're level. Draw them through the centre. Relax that rib cage down so you can feel the back of the rib cage onto the mat. And let's breathe. And on your exhale, drawing in through that deep centre. Having that connection to the floor. Hands to ceiling. We're going to curl forward. Curling out to reach towards the ball, reach towards the knee. Hold here. Squeeze the ball, so we're inner thigh, pelvic floor, release, and roll the spine down. We take the hands all the way past the head. Your job is to keep the neutral spine, keep the spine connected to the mat, and then it's hands to ceiling. Curling forward, reaching up, hold, squeeze, release, and roll down. And reaching away. Keep that low back connected to the floor. We're up, curl up and hold, squeeze, release, roll the spine down, holding the floor connection. 2 more. Up, curl and hold, squeeze, release, rolling down, and away. 1 more. Up, squeeze and hold, squeeze. As you release, grab this ball and take it back down. Well done. Can you feel the feet on the floor? We're ready to do a little bridge. We're also going to continue with our little balance challenge. We're going to lift up into bridge. Can you catch? And lower. Up. Catch. Lower. Up. Catch. Lower. Up. Catch. 4 to go. Up. Catch. Lower. Up. Catch. Lower. Last 2. Lift. Catch. Lower. And up. Catch. And lower. Well done. Coming forward with the ball now. Lifting a leg. Reaching underneath. And place the foot down. Other side. Under the other knee. And lower. Lift. And lower. Lift. And lower. Lift. And lower. Lift. Now we can make a change from here. Can I get you to curl the upper body forward if your neck is comfortable? Looking down through the gap in the legs. We're going slow. 2, 3, 4, 5. Staying up. 6, 7, 8. Can we go faster? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Lower down the head. Breathe in. Release the ribcage. This time we'll try and do the scissor switch in the legs. That means when we draw up, we lift one leg, we pass the ball through, and we switch legs. We're at the gap. And switch. Slow for 8. Switch. 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 Going. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. Breathe. We've got one more round. Exhale. Curl forward. Hold that center. Slow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Faster. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And come. We're going to place the ball underneath one foot. Okay. The feet aren't touching. They're still aligned with your hips. Just changing the height of them. Rest your hands on your headlights. We're going to keep the headlights level. Look after that cup of coffee. Doesn't matter which leg you move first, but you're going to open one knee out to the side, just enough that you can get the headlights level, and then bring the knee back in. Other knee open to the side. And it's that control of rotation, so you're not rolling over. You want to stay stable through your center. Last single, and we're going to do 4 doubles. Both knees open and close. 2, 3, and 4. Well done. Hold here. Keep the ball underneath that leg, and it's going to stay still. That knee is not part of the exercise. The other leg, we're going to play with our star singles legs. All right? So keep drawn in through the center. We're going to lift and tap. Lift and tap. Just think of this side working like a little piston. The other side, even though you don't think it's doing anything, you might start to feel that in the hamstrings. It's got to control the ball. I want you to think about your positioning, holding that neutral spine, keep your shoulders relaxed, and very little movement on the mat. Try not to shuffle yourself. Work with that detail, looking for the stability. Find the control. Good, nice gentle legs. That's it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's take the ball underneath the other leg. Knee openings again, beginning with those singles. Any leg open and close. Other side, open and close. So we did very little rotation work last class. So just giving ourselves that balance, that control from the center. Last singles. 4 doubles, both knees open and close. Holding that neutral spine, keeping yourself connected to the mat. Well done. Keep this leg on the ball. We're going to scoop the other leg up. Hold still as we tap lift, tap lift, tap lift, tap lift. Keep breathing. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Both feet on the ball. So we're going to do that little pattern here. We're going to open one knee up to the side, hold. Other knee to the side, hold. One knee in. Keep your coffee safe. Other knee in. Lovely. Open, open, close, close. Open. Open, close. Extra challenge here is we can float the elbows off the floor, so just raise them an inch. And now try to stop your body rolling with the leg movement. Hold stable through the center. Open, open, close, close. Especially that first leg coming back in. Work hard to hold the body in position. 2 more. Open, open, in, and open, open, in. Lovely work. Tippy toes onto the ball. We're going to roll the ball out, keeping that low back low, and roll it in. Exhale to roll it out. It's going to help if you keep the rib cage tucked down, the tailbone tucked under. Roll. And in. Roll. And in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Kick the ball back up towards your hands. So hold it up in our right hand, other hand down on the floor beside you. We're going to lift up into a bridge and just take a moment to set position. So lift up through the hips, push your feet to the floor. These hips are going to stay at this height. We're going to raise the opposite knee so the leg that stays on the floor, pushing down. We're going to tap the knee and then tap the toe to floor. 3 more tap and down. 2 and 1. Well done. Lower the hips, change sides with the ball. Lift up, set this height, release the opposite leg and tap the floor. And 2, 3, keep these hips up. 4 and down, lower, changing sides. This time we're going to extend the legs, so we raise the height. Set position, feel the feet. Tap and reach long, knees about the same height. Tap and push long. 2, reach. 1, reach. Fold it in and lower. Change sides. Final 4, we lift. Set position and release. Tap, push long. Tap, reach. Tap, reach. Lucky last. And reach. Feet in and we lower. Pull back to the right hand. we're going to take the left leg up and we're opening out to the side. So we're going to open to the side. You can have free hand on your headlights if you like, and then close to ceiling. Open and close. Same thing if you want to float the elbow that's on the floor. If you're able to keep those headlights level, otherwise pop the elbow back down. Just work on the control you've got. Last one to the side. Changing across. Opposite side. Last two. Last one. Well done. Carry yourself into that ball. Now we can flatten our back down to the floor, so we lose our neutral spine and we imprint our spine down to the mat. Our spine makes dents on the mat. We're going to pop the ball between our knees. We're going to lower our hands to the floor. You can use your fingertips for a little bit of support. Pull in through the tummy. And we're simply going to push our heels up towards the center. We're trying to straighten those knees and then release it back in. And 2, and back in. And 3, and in. And 4, and in. Now it's nose to ball. Curling forward. You can even give a lower tummy tuck and lift and lower. And 2. And 3. And 4, hold here, point the toes. Now, if we can keep this low back connected to the mat, we're going to point our toes down towards the floor and then lift the knees back in. Lowering. And lift. 2. And 1. We're going to repeat those 3 things, but ball between the feet. Further from our body, it requires just a little more coordination. Straightening 4 times. We reach and in. 2 and in. 3 and 4. Nose towards the knees. So curling in and lower. Curl and lower. 2 to go. And 1. Curl, pointing the toes. Hold that low back to the mat. Slowly letting the ball lower down close to the bottom. And lower. And lovely job. We're going to roll ourselves up into sitting. So just let the ball tuck in between those knees. Hands on the front of the knees. We're going to curl up. Now to curl, we're going to turn into a ball shape. So we'll draw forward with the upper body. Lift the hips a little to get yourself up. I'm just going to hold. Hold, hold. Test it out. Let's breathe. Pulling and scooping in through the low tummy. Feet down. Alright, so plant your feet down. We're going to tuck the ball into the small of your toes. Push down through the feet, lengthen up through the body, up and sitting. We're going to have the hands change from the front of the knees into the gap between. That just allows us to roll back a little further. That key tip to really good technique is keeping the big toe down, alright? That just helps relax the headlights. We're going to curl back, rolling off the sitting bones, rounding the spine, lean onto the ball. You can use your hands a little or a lot, and then pull forward through using the tummy muscles to come forward and tall. So we exhale, we curl, we roll off the sitting bones, we're leaning back onto the ball, and then pull through those tummy muscles to draw forward and up. And it's lower, push and curl, forward and up, and back, around, and forward up. So if your back feels well challenged by that, we're stick with that, otherwise we're going to add in some arm lifts. So we're going to curl back and hold the position. Take one arm by the ear and place it back. Other arm up by the ear, place it back, hold both arms, lift, and holding on, come forward and up. Okay, repeat that, curling back, set that position and hold, up, single, up, and good, lift, and in, come forward. One more round, curling back, holding through that center, single, single, hold that center in, reach, and forward and up. Well done. We're going to come down to our tummies. Now, positioning wise, where the ball's going to go can differ depending on a lot of factors. Two things. Beware of the dongle. It's nice to have the dongle to the side. Now, it's going to sit somewhere into the breastbone. For me, I'm just going to sit it lower, so it's sitting onto the lower of the rib cage. What I want us to be able to do is have it sitting there underneath so we're able to drape over on top. Now, if we've got a lot more going on in the chest area, then just make it comfortable. We're not here too long, but that's not a factor I have to worry about. So we want to set our legs up well. We're going to extend the legs really long, reach them right off the bottom of the mat. That's it. So you can feel the big toe pushing. We roll the legs in and out a little bit. Finish with the heels on the inside. You can already feel the glutes like that, which is why we do it. So we've got the glutes working. Tuck that tailbone down. So you can feel the pubic bone, which is low front of the pelvis, is in the mat. Okay? Glutes are tight, tucking your tail away. Last thing to get out of the way is your shoulders. Slide your shoulders back down where they should be. So we're just going to simply do a lovely big chin tuck against gravity. Hands stay down for now. You're going to pull in with your chin all the way up, so we can actually come up into a straight line, so chin stays in, you're looking at the mat, and then lowering down. Legs stay active on the whole time. Pulling in with the chin. And as we do this, we're working hard to do this with our shoulders low, so you don't leave your shoulders up touching your earlobes. Slide them into the back. And low. Giant chin tuck in. Lower. Let's see if we can add some arms in. So we're going to giant chin tuck in. We're going to hold position as we take one arm just off the floor and lower. Other arm just off the floor and lower down. Chin tuck in. One arm float and lower. Other arm float and lower, and control it down. Chin tuck in. Keeping the shoulders low as we do our lift and lower and down. Let's try a double lift of these arms, okay? Stick to the singles if you like, but we're going to draw up. Now activate these legs, make sure they're working. Both arms up and lower and down. Two more to go. Chin tuck in, hold, lift, lower and down. Last one in. And lower from here, coming up onto your elbows. Alright, so we've got the ball neatly tucked in. You can have some weight resting on it, and that's what we're going to challenge, is whether we can lift off the ball. So it's nice to have something visual to work from. We're going to push our elbows down to the mat. It gives us a little bit of a lift. We're trying to try now to pull in through that rib cage so it comes away from the ball a little. Pull in through the tummy and try to keep above that ball. Now hold. Tucking in, keep away from the ball, see if you can make a gap, hold, 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 and then lowering down. Wiggle a bit, breathe. And again, exhale, push down through the elbows and then peeling off, pulling in through the ribs, pull in through the tummy, hold, hold, and lowering down. Two more, chin in. Keep the long line. Push down through the elbows and lift through breastbone. Pulling in. Hold, 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 and lower. And breathe. One last one. Push. Peeling off. Peeling off. Lift off that ball. Lift, 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 lift. And lower. Well done. Down to your side. Just going to have the ball in front of our tummies. to get ourselves set up. Hips stacked nicely, length through the top waist, legs bent. I'm going to grab the ball and just do some tapping with this knee. So I'm going to float the top leg up. Let's tap in front and then push long. Reach off the bottom of the mat, top and bottom. Hold that feeling of length in the middle as we reach. 3, 2, reach long. 1. Now we've got a high knee and it's up and away. 2, well done. 3, 4, and 5, and long. Let's take the ball, we're going to place it between our feet, and then we're going to reach out long. Use your hand to give yourself a little wriggle. Find some extra length. Now turn your toes to meet, so the heels are the longest part. And like we did before, we'll do our squeezing. So we're going to exhale, I want you to squeeze the balls. It's inner thigh, pelvic floor, pick your cue. And release. Again, relax the shoulders. Exhale, squeeze. Shoulders. And release. Exhale, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And release, one more. And go, squeeze. And release, hand to ceiling. So we're going to do our awkward mermaid. We're going to curl up, we're looking to reach towards the knee, and then we lower. Okay? If you want to, while we're up and reaching, we can do a little bit of a leg lift as well. And we're up, left. 3 to go. Up, left. 1, up, left, and away. Well done. What do we do with the ball now? Gently place it on the floor. Can we put our bottom leg on top? Remember to use this leg. Keep the leg long and straight. Push down onto the ball. Maybe feel the lower leg kick in, so we've got some stability. We're going to use our top fingers and we're going to tap up for the high knee and then reach away. It's all good. Even if you just do the leg work, you can have a hand down and just trying to release the knee. But you've got to use that lower leg. Like everything in today's class in particular, you have to use the other leg to release one. Not just one leg working. Last one, and away. Now we've got one long leg. Try to balance. I want to start with little spiral circles. So begin with a couple of mini ones. And then we're slowly going to get bigger. I want you to hold your balance as we take these circles a little bigger. And a little bigger. 3 more. And another. And another. Now we're going to reverse that and we start big. And then we slowly start to bring it in a little. Keep it reaching, keep it long. 3. Mini. 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 Done. Well done. Bring that ball up just in front of your tummies. We'll do arm opener. Just release that shoulder forward. Knees are curled up. We're going to take that top arm to the ceiling. Breathe it in. Exhale and open all the way. Allow things to soften, allow things to release. So remember, with using the ball, it's just that little bit of extra upper work. So you might want to take your arm around and find through the range of the circle. You might find another line in the chest that really needed that stretch out. So just reaching, keep it lengthened off the floor, just find that circle. Really needed that stretch. finish off that last one, and then we'll turn and come down to the other side. Well done. So we have our ball in hand. Length through the top waist. We're going to pop that top knee up and we're going to tap the knee and then reach away. Find the length over the edge of the mat and then tap. And keep that feeling of length through the body. That stretch into the upper waist. Long reach. Good. Tap. Straighten that knee. Tap. We're going to tap the higher knee. Bring it up to the ceiling and away. As we do that, we're trying really hard to keep the spine straight so we're not collapsing to the floor. 2 and 1 and away. Let's reach behind. You're going to pop the ball between your feet and extend long. So give yourself a wriggle. Find as much length as you can in torpedo and then recruit through the center, toes to me. Start with those squeezes. You're going to exhale. We're going to squeeze the ball. Inner thigh, pelvic floor, hold and release. Again, exhale, squeeze and release. And squeeze, release. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Well done. Awkward mermaid. Hand to ceiling. We're going to reach for our knees. So curl up, looking down towards the knee and control it back down. We can add in the reach, add a little side lift lower and down. Up and lower. Scoop. 2 to go. Lift. And up. And down. Okay, we're lowering the ball to the floor, bottom leg on top. Use your bottom leg. It's long, it's pushing down onto the ball. We're going to start by tapping our high knee. So push down on the ball to release the knee and then extend it out again. And 2. That's it. 3. Keep this lower leg long, straight knee. 4. 1 more. 5. Well done. Keep that top leg long. Make sure it's back out on top of the ball. Spiral circles. We're beginning little. And we're going to slowly get a little bigger. Each circle bigger than the one before. 3, 2, 1. Reversing. Back the other way. Circles. And then slowly bringing it in a little. And a little more. And again. And again. And again. One more. And then, well done. Arm openings to this side. Reach the arm forward. Curl those knees up. Hand to ceiling. Breathing in here. Exhale. And open, 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 open. Just give your body time to let that stretch go. Find the length.
So it's not so bad. Yeah, the other side it's like opposing and sometimes my tail's got kicked.
One last one each.
Which side are we on?
To face. We're coming up onto all fours. Well done. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. We're going to grab the ball in one hand. Just going to do some Spider-Man. So, Superman is going to reach forward. Pick a superhero.
Yeah, you are.
Reach. Spider-Man gets a fly. So we need someone who can fly. Reach long. We're going to tap the ball underneath and extend again. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Change sides. Reach long. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And it's in. Push it long. 2. Reach. 3, 4, 5. Well done. And in. Ball back to the first hand. Now we're going to do a bit of a mixed up exercise. It's going to start looking a little like thread the needle. So you're going to reach the ball through the hole. You can reach out on it and push the ball, or you can just hold and reach through. And then we're going to take that ball all the way up to the ceiling. Now push from the floor, get that ball up as high as possible. And then we're going to take that into that Superman. So we're going to take the ball forward, take the opposite leg back out, hold, catch the balance there. And then bring the knee and hand in. We're going to straight that to that, reaching through, same side. 2 more. So reaching through. We come up to the ceiling, push from the floor, on the ball high, lifted, and then reaching forward into Superman. Long extension, hold there, catch your balance. And then come in, we've got one more, through the hole. Open to the ceiling, push tall, lifted, reach, and then arm forward, opposite leg, hold, catch the balance. And then in to change sides, well done. Reach the ball through the hole. Giving that nice rotation to the upper back. Ball up to the ceiling, up and hold. And then dive the ball forward, extend the opposite leg, hold your balance. Then we come in. Twice more, reach through. Open up to ceiling, up tall, push up, lift, lift, lift. And dive forward, extend out, hold. And we've got one more round, and reach through. And up to the ceiling, nice and tall. Push from the floor, ball up. And then reaching forward, last hold. And in. Well done. I'm just going to use the ball. Just give yourself a little roll in and out. Nice and gentle with the shoulders. Just allowing your body to extend. So we want to kind of almost get a bit of flattening into the upper back. You can even just rest your head on the floor and just slowly rolling in and out if it feels alright. Lots of exhale. Release, tell your body to relax and allow you to stretch through. That ball's going to come in. You're going to stop it between your knees. Hands down. Your toes under. We're going to go up through some singles. So, lower the shoulders down. We're going to exhale and give one squeeze of the ball. So exhale, float the knees, squeeze the ball once, release, and lower. This time we'll do 3 squeezes. Exhale, float, and it's 3, 2, 1, lower, breathe. This time 5. Exhale, float. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower, breathe. We're going for 10, Exhale, float. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower, breathe. Well done. We're coming down onto the elbows. We're reversing our way back through, but we'll go back down to 5. So again, push down through those elbows. Float the knee. Squeeze it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower, breathe. Down to 3. Exhale, float. 3, 2, 1. Lower, breathe. And just a single. Lift, squeeze, lower, and release. Well done. We're going to roll ourselves back up into standing, so we can just let the ball test the floor. It's about flat we are. We're going to tuck those toes under. We'll bring ourselves up into that downward dog, and then we'll bring ourselves into rolling. So we're going to push through the hands, lifting tall. We're high up, and then we're going to lower those heels down. We're walking the hands to the feet. We'll come up through rolling, tailbone down, stack the blocks. Up we come. Breathe. All right, we're going to turn, square ourselves back up. We're going to catch our balance at the top, so align the feet well. Hip width apart, soften those knees. We're going to scoop ourselves up, catch the balance to the ceiling. So we're going to up onto the toes and hold the balance. Shoulders lock in, center, make sure the glutes are working. And then soften off, well held. Again, up, catch your balance, hold it, lock it in, lock it in. And down, one more. And it's up, lock it in, lock it in, lock it in. And well done. We're going to reach up, so I want you to scoop up and just give yourself a little shimmy to the side. So think about the rib cage moving side to side, that little release. And then take the arms down the back. I'm going to bring the hands together. So rib cage tucks in, hands to center, up onto the toes. We're going to rotate above. Give yourself that nice turn and hold it together. And release. Stay here, turning. And heels down. So we're going to open hand to the back. So we're going to rise, and as we rotate, look back at those fingers. Just to challenge your balance. And bring that hand back together. Turning, reach. Do as I say. And back in. And heels down. Loop the fingers behind the head, but the shoulders are down. Here we go. Up onto the toes. Turn. Bring the elbow back, 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 back. And release through. Keep the hips square. Turning. Hold. And in. And lower. Give yourself a little bit of release. With our shoulders, we're going to shrug them up, and then let them drop. And again, shrug them up, and let them drop. Little shoulder circles as around. And slide, roll, and slide, round, down, and roll, and down.